Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present this topic for the PGs. Hello, PGs. Anybody left there? I don't know. My topic is art of K-sheet writing. K-sheet writing is an art because any art and mentality to relish it comes from the heart. Similarly, documentation comes from the heart. It's a part of you who, as a learner, educator, and a researcher. Have you thought why it is so important? It is important for the patient because it assists in continuity of care in case of future illness. It helps to avoid omission, repetition, duplication of investigations. And it's an evidence to support or refute medical legal questions. It's a story of the patient which provides information for insurance and health schemes. And for the doctors, it is even more important. It gives assurance of quality, quantity, and adequacy of care undertaken and helps in evaluation of medical care. And the most important thing, it protects from legal suits. When you appear in the court as an expert witness, you are always given the case sheet as the document. So imagine if it is not properly written, it is not properly documented, and the letters are not legible. Your day is gone. So it's the most important thing for us, and it also aids in research, and for the hospital, for medical education and research, and for the public health authorities. Case sheet documentation is very important. Now, I have divided the contents of medical records into two. One is the admission ticket and the other is case sheet. We'll see one by one. Admission ticket, which includes the personal and demographic profile of the patient. Usually, it is kept along with the case sheet itself in most of the institutions. The contents of case sheet are medical history, clinical findings, investigations ordered, treatment instituted, medications administered, progress notes, consent form for surgical or specialized procedures, consultation request, anesthesia check record, operation notes, postoperative notes, discharge summary, and medico-legal registration if applicable. Do you know what are the general guidelines for retention of records of documents? I'll tell you. In the case of OP tickets, it is 5 years. And if it is an inpatient record, it has to be kept for 10 years. And if it's a medico-legal record, it has to be kept permanently. Now, what are the methods of storage of medical records? Manual, most commonly used one, and electronic or EMR. Some of the hospitals and institutions have started doing this, and the microfilming is the most recent one, where filming of records are done in a miniature size. Now, coming to admission ticket. It's a prototype of admission ticket. What you can see is the date and time are written. If there is any reference, you have to write that. Apart from history, clinical findings, briefly, you have to write your diagnosis, at least a provisional diagnosis at the end of the OP ticket writing. And if it is an MLC, that is medical legal case, you have to write the time and place of examination, time and place of occurrence of the accident or the assault. You have to write the address of the patient, identification marks, and the patient is brought by whom, etc., etc. And put your signature and write your designation. That is mandatory. But the most important thing is that any denial of admission made by the patient or the bystander should be noted. It should be documented. Coming to the case sheet, we will see pages one by one. This is a front page of two medical institutions in our state. In the first thing, you can see, apart from the name, age, IP number, etc., there are certain columns indicating RS, BY, JSSK, RBSK. If the columns are there, you can fill it up. If it's an MLC, you can also fill it that. If these columns are not there, you don't worry. but make sure that the seals concerned with these packages are put in the front of the case sheet itself. Suppose this is a pre-operative case sheet, you can write down what the procedure the patient is going to undergo the next day. That will be, then it will be easier when you are taking this case sheet to the OT, operation theater. But the most important thing you have to write in the front of the case sheet is that one is the drug allergy. If the patient is allergic to some drugs, you have to write that in bold letters, that too in different color in front itself. And the other thing, if the suppose the patient is a biohazard, that also you have to write in the similar manner. And history, the history, sometimes it may be taken by the house surgeon, but the PG note should include brief history. Clinical examination, sometimes the printed examination notes are there where you can get all the pictures of the structures. Then your job is easier. You can just mark your signs and what are the findings in the patient like this. But if the pictures are not printed, you can draw your own picture and mark the findings in the patient concerned. And at the end of the writing, you have to make a provisional diagnosis or at least a differential diagnosis, and write your name and put your signature and date. That is also very important. This is this case sheet attachment for ROP screening. In the investigation page, you have to write the date. And if you are ordering serial investigations, each one should contain the date as well. You have to write the A-scan biometric findings and keratometric reading and IOL power calculated also. The most important thing I would like to stress is that always you should have a working diagnosis. You have to write it down. Then the next thing, very important thing is that explain and document guarded visual prognosis in all cases wherever necessary. In writing the progress notes also, in daily you can document that. There is no harm. If you are writing the medication, the correct dose and mode of administration should be written. And in the case of antibiotics and steroids, day should be specified. That is second day, fourth day, like that. And suppose the patient is having some comorbidities, you have to monitor that. And each day you have to write the progress in the comorbidity conditions. Writing the progress note, daily progression to be noted, that is mandatory. The monitoring will include all the clinical findings, important clinical findings in that patient. It may be it may be vision, monitoring of vision, presence or absence of RAPD, color vision in relevant cases, especially in the case of a trauma or a patient with very guarded visual prognosis, or a progress of any ulcer, any improvement in high FEMA, uveitis, etc., etc. And in the case of orbital cellulitis, you have to monitor ocular motility as well, and also the motility of the lateral rectus of the other eye. You have to document. And you have to watch out for the complications of medications given to the patient, and each day you look for that and document that. And consultation record is very, very important documentation. I would like to stress the word request. It is a dated request with time. So it's a request done to another department. So take care that it is written in a request format. And always you have to write your working diagnosis and be specific in the reason for consultation. Maybe it is for fitness for some procedure or for rolling out any other system manifestations. While you are sending a patient for pre-anesthetic checkup, make sure that all basic investigations and consultation reports are sent along with the case sheet. And always specify the anesthesia needed for that particular procedure, like local anesthesia, monitoring, MAC, or general anesthesia. The consent is the most integral part of the case sheet. All procedures should have a signed consent. It will be dealt in the next sessions in more detailed form. It should be handwritten. That is very important. And it should be kept in the case sheet itself. I'll show you one example. This is the COVID treatment or COVID testing consent is there. It is the printed format. What you have to do is it should be handwritten and signed by the patient. This is for cataract surgery. It should be handwritten and signed by the patient and the relative. Checklist is another important documentation, which is very important for certain procedures like intravitreal injection. It helps to improve patient safety and quality outcomes, and also helps to prevent process breakdown due to human factors. This is an example of a checklist for intravitreal injection, beautifully framed one. You can see that each part is written in such a manner that whatever the person concerned, the surgeon, maybe the assistant or the person helping it, whatever they have to follow up step by step, beautifully written. If you follow up in that systematic manner, according to the checklist, the chance of making mistakes are very, very minimal. That is the advantage of checklist. Now, preoperative notes, what are things you will write? Eye preparation. Certain procedures will require eye preparation that you have to order and write. In the case of a squint, you can even paste the preoperative photograph of the patient. And most of the procedures will require injection, local injection. So you have to do a cytokine sensitivity and report it. And you can check for the consent, and then you can write the preoperative orders for the previous day. And surgical notes that you all know, you have to write under which anesthesia it was done. Always write the correct eye very clearly and write the surgeon's name. All the relevant steps of the surgery should be written, including any complications that had happened. If it is a procedure involving retrieving of foreign body from any part of the eye, it is better to keep that foreign body along with the case sheet. Now, post-operative notes, what are things you will write? You can write the procedure name and you can write the post-operative orders. On the next day of the post-op day, you can write the examination findings. Now, coming to the last part of the case sheet, that is the discharge summary. In most of the government institutions, it is written. It is the column in the second page of the case sheet. Apart from the name, age, etc., everything, the diagnosis and the procedure has to be written in bold letters. That is very important. You have to write the date of discharge and brief summary of history, clinical findings, investigations, diagnosis, and procedure. Everything has to be written. I think with that, I end my presentation by quoting an Camus quote. That is, documentation is a love letter that you write to your future self. So let's hope that you will start writing a better case sheet. Thank you. Happy case sheet writing. Thank you so much.